Krishna Krishna.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anu Gopalakrishnan, and I have the privilege and honor of doing this quick interview with the wonderful Adi Gaurangi Mataji from ISKCON. And this has been a tradition for me every year when the Ratha Yatra comes to Novi. I just have to say that I feel a real honor to speak to the folks and understand what goes behind the planning and the execution of such a huge event that attracts thousands and thousands of people from across the world. So thank you so much for your time, Adi Gaurangi Mataji, for being here today in spite of everything that's going on around us. And I'm so excited for July 19th. So this is your 41st Ratha Yatra is what I heard, and that's amazing by itself. So could you share little details in terms of how is all the planning going? What are the things that we're going to see this time in 2026?
Yes, thanks Anu for having me again this year. Yes, we are just as excited as you are for our 41st annual Ratha Yatra, or the Michigan Festival of Chariots. Planning is coming to, we're down to the final hours, so everything's going great. We're excited and anticipating this year to have an even larger crowd than we did last year. We had about 15,000, so expecting more than that this year. It just keeps growing every year. And that's basically allowing us to actually expand the festival site. So that's what's going to be new this year, is we're going to have an expanded site, a little bit different layout, and that will hopefully allow for the bigger crowd that we're expecting.
It's just amazing because last year when I came to the to Ratha Yatra, I just saw the energy, right, of people just doing their it was just like a seamless flow of everybody just being there, that positive vibe that each one shared. I'm so excited and I'm so looking forward to again getting immersed in that experience. So what does the lay of the land look like on the day off? I know a lot of folks keep wanting to know every single time as to what happens and what are the things that they get to witness on Sunday.
Yes, it starts with our opening ceremony. So around 11 o'clock, between 11 and 11:30, there'll be the opening ceremony and festivities. We'll hear from dignitaries and the mayor of Novi, who will, speak some welcome, and we will have a welcome dance. And then, of course, we have the pulling of the Rath. So that is, you don't want to miss that. Please be there by 11:30. And we'll pull the Rath by manual ropes, the 40-foot chariot. Everyone can pull, doesn't matter how old, how young. You can all experience the joy of pulling the Rath down 10 Mile Road, and then we'll go down Taft Road about halfway, and the Rath will come back to Fierce Park, which is the festival site, at about 1 o'clock. There is going to be live entertainment. There's going to be the cultural marketplace. We have about 20 vendors that will be there. So there's obviously going to be kids activities, because it doesn't matter, again, your age. There is something for everyone at this festival. The free prasadam is there again this year. We have an amazing food court with all kinds of delicious delicacies that you can come and purchase. So yeah, there's a little bit of everything for everyone.
So, Adi Gaurangi Mataji, if you have to look at pulling the Rath, right? I know this is of utmost significance with everything that is going on around us, right? I can count so many different things that are not normal, and so. How do you attribute the significance of pulling the Rath is with inner spiritual energy that can flow and bring positivity around you? So how do you attribute, or how do you allude to both of those, the experience that everything that's going on around us is negative? So how do we bring that positivity, and how does that vibrate across folks.
Yes, this is the only time that the Lord comes out to see us. It is our actual chance to get His merciful glance and feel His love. If you see Lord Jagannath, and we know nothing is in our control, everything going on in this world, it's out of our control, and it's all the will of the Lord. And you see His smiling face, and you know that you can't help but feel happy and but feel that nothing. He's going to take care of everything.
Right.
So if we have that idea that we are not the controllers, it is the Lord, it is His plan, and that whatever bad that is happening, and I'll talk about me personally, I know if anything that's happening bad in my life, or like you said, negative, that it could be so much worse. And I'm just thankful to the Lord, to Krishna, to Lord Jagannath, that it could be so much worse, and thank you, Lord, that you didn't, make it even worse, because I deserve so much worse. So that's how I look at it.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that's so wise for such a young age. No, just kidding.
So young, thank you.
So when so I understand that you did have a Ratha Yatra in Canton recently, and that went in really, really well. So
Yeah.
I know with the Ratha Yatra in Novi, typically there are 15. Now you said that there were 15,000 people that came. That was like a huge crowd.
Yeah.
And how do you act? What makes you think? What makes you think that this, that this event attracts people towards there should be something that attracts people to come here, irrespective of the fact that whether they're part of ISKCON or not. So what do you think is that brings people together and that brings that attraction together? I mean, I'm talking to you because you have been part of the Ratha Yatra, or the part of ISKCON for a long time now. How many years is it? Is it?
This is going to be our 20th.
20th year, so you've done pretty much half of it. You've watched it, and you've experienced it, and you have. I'm sure in the first few years you were like really delighted to see a lot of people coming in from various parts of the world, and you've got so many different stories to say. I just want to know, what is that one piece that is pulling all these people together?
I think, like you said, Anu, when you come to this festival and you feel this joy and happiness, and you see everybody, you feel that energy.
Yeah.
And you don't really experience that anywhere else. And,
for sure.
And, we are the largest festival in Michigan. So we do have Canton, we have Farmington, we have in Troy. So we have smaller festivals that go on, but this is the largest and the first that has been happening in Michigan, and it just gets bigger every year. And I think people just like coming there because it's not just Indians, it's not just for a certain type of people, not just devotees, it's for everybody. And you are going to find that everybody there is enjoying, is happy, is feeling the love of Lord Jagannath. It kind of reciprocates with everybody, and there is something that whether you like the food, whether you like to hear the live music, whether you like to just shop or just be there and enjoy, the weather and just the smiling faces. I think that's what attracts everybody to keep coming back, and that's what we find is as we invite people. Every year we invite people, and the people that we talk to are like, oh yeah, I already know, I came last year, I'm coming again this year, and they invite others and spread the word. So I think
Lovely.
That's
now as a person itself, right, I understand that every year you transform, you go from one level to another level, especially in your own personal journey and in your spiritual journey. So when I have to talk to you as a person, what do you think was that one thing that contributed to your spiritual journey this year? And if you don't mind sharing. And the question is twofold. I also want to know if you are able to share anything that you have witnessed that brings the beauty of Krishna, the beauty of the Lord, in small miracles that you might have seen this year.
I'm not sure where to start. I guess I would say I'm every year trying to grow spiritually. I hope that I've made a little bit of progress this year. I think this year for me, I have my youngest one who's graduating, so I will be an empty nester, and I'm finding that I have more time on my hands, and trying to decide how to fill that time and trying to make the wise choices. And as I'm finding that I have, more time and what should I do with it, I find opportunities for more service that just come into my lap. And I'm grateful for that because it, allows me to grow spiritually, allows me to connect and have a deeper relationship with the Lord. And it's joyful. Performing any kind of service is just, it's a joyful experience. And it spreads to my family. And to see how involved they get with Ratha Yatra this year, my kids are doing more service than they have in the past in different services. And they're relishing the idea of, doing something new. And for example, my middle daughter, who's going to be doing a service, I talked to one of the organizers and I said, she's doing the intro dance. What time do you need her for the service? Oh, she needs to be there at 12. And I already talked to her. She already said she's going to be there the whole time, 12 to 4. I said, wow, she doesn't even want to take a break, enjoy with her friends. That's amazing. So, yes.
That's cool. Now, you see miracles all the time, right? Within, whether it's inside the temple, around you, and it's amazing how every time I speak to, to folks who are part of ISKCON, they always tell me that, hey, think of it as, as everything is Krishna, and whatever we do is just extension of ourselves in his devotion. It's just an extension of that devotion that comes out, and and just do your thing, and then he's going to take care of the rest.
Right.
I've seen plenty of people talking about it and saying it. So are you seeing that with within ISKCON itself, has your membership grown? Has the message that you want to give as from whether it is Swami Prabhupada or has that gone and reached the common man? Do you think that has happened? And what are the things that you are doing, or as your team is doing, in order to make that message reach people in the right way, with the right medium?
Yeah, we do see everyone experiences their own miracles. It might be with interacting with the deities, it might just be in their own life. As I mentioned, if something bad happens, it could have been so much worse, but Krishna, somehow arranged or saved you from making it so much worse. And in the Detroit temple, I can say that we are doing even more preaching and seeing more people come in.
Nice.
We have a program on Saturday nights where we have what we call a Bhakti Riksha, but we're basically studying the Bhagavad Gita together. So people can come right to the temple and then study the Gita and then enjoy kirtan and deity worship and a nice prasadam feast. And Tuesday nights we're doing music. So there's kirtan, live kirtan and music. So if you want to come and enjoy kirtan and music, you can come Tuesday nights. So we have yoga on Sundays at the mansion, so that's a nice.
Good.
Yeah, people come in for yoga, and we see a lot of people who just come to take a tour of the temple because we have tours of the temple. It's a very historic building, so we have all these opportunities for people to come and get connected to Srila Prabhupada and Krishna consciousness. And Radha Kunja Bihari at the temple. So
that's wonderful. It's just the reason I asked that is because with so many things, especially religious perspectives, you get a mixed religious perspectives everywhere, whether you read a book or whether you see something on TV or whether you talk to people. That freedom of expression, especially the religious journey, the spiritual journey that each one goes through is different, correct? And so for me, it is with all of these different temples and and of course ISKCON temple, which is in Detroit and in Farmington Hills. So when you see all of this, the only thing I've been talking to friends or telling people is the fact that we have the space for folks to come and immerse themselves and have those conversations, and you have all made it possible for people to come and use the facility to have those conversations. And I wanted to know how are we bridging the generational gap, because I see a lot more adults or other people maybe who are professionals coming in and sitting there having a conversation. And how are we getting the youth involved and ensuring that their journey is also respected, and they find an identity when they enter that space and talk to people, understand the message, and even ensure that that message is something that we follow. And it becomes, because all of you become so important at that time, because you're all messengers. And so it becomes very interesting how ISKCON from Detroit to Farmington Hills, and now recently Grand Rapids. That's amazing. Yeah, I heard about it. So congratulations on that. And so you have all these different locations. I think you have one in Ann Arbor as well. Is it?
Yes, we have.
Yes, so which is good. And so coming together of like-minded folks, and even people who are trying to understand the concept, trying to understand the philosophy, it makes it more interesting. And I was hoping to see that if there is anything that you would want to share with regard to that experience of encountering somebody who's in that exploratory path, and how does that journey look, especially when it comes to the work that you all have been doing in this space.
Just to talk about, I guess, myself and our journey personally, we were not knowing that we were really looking. We just happened to get some association and be invited to I guess they call it like a 6 sessions. So in 6 sessions, they talked about who are we, who is God, who's our relationship, what is our relationship with God, and it kind of opened our mind to, we thought we knew who we were, but we really didn't. We thought we knew who was God, but we really didn't, and it just made a lot of sense to us. And so I guess just having that interest in trying to learn more, there was opportunity to come to these classes in the suburbs and not necessarily come to the temple. But once we met the devotees and started coming to these classes, and then Sundays started coming to the temple, and every one of these locations that you just talked about, Grand Rapids, Farmington, actually it's Ypsilanti, in Detroit, we all have programs on a weekly basis and usually on Sundays, and it's a great way to come as a family, and that's what we did. We came as a family. The children got to attend Sunday school. We got to attend a Sunday feast class, which is for the adults, to learn more, and then eventually you get your questions answered. You have more questions, but you get connected to people who can answer them, who are very sweet, and you feel just the way that you feel at the Ratha Yatra festival or the Festival of Chariots, that if you come this Sunday, you'll experience. You can keep feeling that every week by coming to the temple and associating with the devotees. And that's kind of how I guess I would invite everybody to come if they have questions, if they're, on this spiritual journey and not exactly sure what's the right path for them. Come to one of these temples. Come to Detroit on Sunday. I can tell you specifically that it's a 4:15 is the Arti starts, and the program starts from there at 5 for the class, and then you can enjoy nice prasadam, and you'll get your questions answered, and you'll be, just in bliss because of the association and the Sunday feast prasadam.
So Adi Gaurangi Mataji, so you're saying that if anybody is in that exploratory path and who's got questions or who's got conversations that need to happen, then they can step into any of your locations and hopefully have that conversation or that discussion, right?
Yes, there will be
That's
definitely
wonderful.
plenty of opportunity to meet and talk to people, and if you're not living close, you happen to be in the area and stop by the temple, but you don't live so close, they will put you in touch with a devotee and probably one of these programs that are happening weekly at someone's home that is more in your area and close to you, so that you can get connected. So
Wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing your personal journey and also about Festival of Chariots, and just wanted to let all of you know that the ISKCON Detroit is inviting each and every one of you to the first and largest in Metro Detroit, the 41st Annual Festival of Chariots at the Novi Civic Center on Sunday, July 19th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's all free admission, free parking. The parade starts at 11 a.m. so please be there. There's going to be live music and dance. There's going to be yoga, meditation. There's going to be a cultural marketplace, a lot of kids activities. There's going to be a food court. Just now Adi Gaurangi Mataji said that there's going to be henna. There's going to be plenty of things to do for everyone. So come rain or shine, no matter how the weather is, ISKCON is welcoming each and every one of you into it. It's like Swami Prabhupada just embracing each and every one of you to come attend this as one community and show faith and belief in the Lord. So it's going to be one amazing experience. I've been there for now, I think it's my 6th or 7th year, and I'm always, I look forward to this day because I get to meet friends, and at the same time I get to go through that positive experience, right? Just to carry that vibe and come back. It's like sometimes I'm holding this little Krishna, then bringing him home, so it's just amazing. But I'm hoping that each and every one of you would join and enjoy this experience. Did I miss anything, Adi Gaurangi Mataji?
No, I think you got it. Just
all right, fantastic. See, I'm getting better at this.
You got it.
Every year we do this. So thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate your sharing your learning, and I hope that we have a full crowd. The entire community comes together and rejoices in the Lord. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm going to see you on Sunday.
Great. We'll see you and hopefully everyone else watching.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.